tonight from Miramonte High School in Orinda. It's the East Bay High School basketball game of the week as the Miramonte Matadors play host to the Acalanes Tons. Hi again, everybody. I'm Reza Sadeghi. Glad you could join us again tonight for the AT&T Broadband East Bay High School game of the week. And tonight we have an outstanding matchup for you as Miramonte of Orinda takes on Acalanes of Lafayette. At stake, first place in the DFAL. Miramonte currently 8-0 in first place. Acalanes in second is 7-1. And joining me tonight is Bill Kolb. And Bill, when you take a look at this ball game, doesn't get much better than this. Partisan crowd, and at stake, first place.
You're absolutely right, Reza. As if the rivalry isn't enough, they're also contending for the league title. These two teams in Northgate, all three expected at the beginning of the season to contend for the DFAL title, and it's exactly how it's shaken out. This game is going to be huge.
And when you talk about Miramonte, you think about Justin Blackwood, their point guard. His father is Tom Blackwood, longtime head coach at Miramonte, almost an extension of his father, a player coach on the floor.
Absolutely, he is a player coach on the floor, but he's also a tremendous scorer, Reza. Comes into this game with 999 career points. Will break the 1,000-point mark tonight for Miramonte. Only the third player in Miramonte's history to ever do that.
And Acalanes is a very solid team themselves, led by Carlo Milani and Joe Berzoni. What can we expect from them tonight?
We're going to expect some tremendously crisp backcourt play from these guys. They can shoot the ball from the perimeter, but they're not afraid to put it on the floor, take it to the hole, and make your defense compensate. They're exciting to watch.
It's Miramonte at 14-2, Acalanes at 10-6. Should be a dandy. We'll be back with the starting lineup and the opening tip after these messages.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
Hey, get me out of here! Help! Help! Help!
Wow, a filter that talks.
Wow, a human that doesn't know throwing an oil filter in the garbage can will pollute our landfills.
Recycle your used oil filters for a cleaner future. For more information, call 1-800-NO-DUMPING.
And we are back at Miramonte High School in Orinda, which should be an outstanding matchup tonight featuring Acalanes and Miramonte. Their first matchup tonight. The Matadors enter this game with a perfect league record of 8-0. Acalanes at 7-1. And Bill, we just had a sensational girls game which just concluded. The Acalanes girls took care of Miramonte 53-49, a game that came down the wire. Congratulations to the Lady Dons, and they are now 15-2 overall, 8-1 in the DFAL. With the loss, Miramonte falls to 12-5 and 7-2, and that was an outstanding ball game, wasn't it?
Reza, I'm still trying to catch my breath. I'm a little winded. Not only did I have to chase the coaches around the gym, but that was just so exciting, I couldn't even believe it. Right down to the wire, tremendous game, tremendous effort by both teams. I was just really impressed by the aggressive athletic play of both of those teams. It was terrific.
And what did the coaches have to say after the game?
Oof. Well, the Miramonte coaches were understandably not entirely pleased, but you can't really hang your head after a game like that. They just slugged it out, and they came up a little bit short tonight. Casey Rush for Acalanes was pretty pleased. He was beaming. I think that's as happy as I've ever seen him. He's excited about his team's prospects, but both Miramonte and Acalanes girls definitely have a crack at the league title this year. Acalanes got a little bit of an edge right now, but heading to the second half of the season, it's still up for grabs.
And we can only hope the boys' game here, the second game, the doubleheader, will be equally as exciting. And what a ball game, as I said earlier from the outset. Tom Blackwood's Miramonte team against Robert Collins down his 10th year at Acalanes. You know, everyone talks about Tom Blackwood now in his 36th year. Possibly could very well be his last. I do believe he might be back for another year after this as far as a coach. But Robert Collins has done a wonderful job with the Acalanes program.
Unbelievable job. He's got these kids playing at a very, very high level. They play real clean basketball, good passing, good defense. I think you're going to see that from both teams tonight. Very unselfish play. You've got some tremendous athletes on both sides, but they also understand that this is a team game and that you got to spread the ball around, and everybody has to be involved in order to win. And they all know what the goal is, and that's winning.
Acalanes 10-6 overall, but 7-1 in league play, and that league mark is the important one. They're coming off a season of 20-9 a year ago, and their starting five consists of Carlo Milani, Peter Lennon, Joe Bruzzoni. Look out for him. He's not only the quarterback on the football team, but an outstanding shooter, coming off an 11 for 11 performance from the free throw line last time out. Kevin O'Sullivan down low, and also Adam Kaplan, who will run the point for them.
Well, you know, Coach Collins told me a couple of weeks ago that he thinks that Joe Bruzzoni is one of the best all-around athletes in the La Miranda area, bar none. And it's hard to argue. I've seen him on the football field, and I've seen him just throw darts on the basketball court. The guy can, I don't think I've ever seen him miss a free throw. He's unbelievable. And he's got a tremendous competitive edge. You can see it in his face when he plays this game that he's all about winning. He's very businesslike on the court.
He's also got a little brother on the team, a little big brother, I should say.
Really.
In Ted Bruzzoni, and he's been injured all season long, mainly due to a football injury, but just imagine when he comes back, Acalanes is going to be that much tougher. The Dons are coming off a 90-89 win over Dublin on Tuesday night. Carlo Milani, 28-point outburst. Joe Bruzzoni had 20 points in that game. As I said earlier, 11 for 11 from the free throw line. Very impressive.
He's clutch. He's very clutch. Carlo Milani is an exciting player to watch. Keep your eye on him tonight, Reza, because he's going to slash, put the ball on the floor, and take it to the front of the rim in an effort to get Miramonte into some foul trouble down low.
And now the Miramonte Matadors are being introduced, and of course they're led by Tom Blackwood, their head coach, 64-year-old. He's now in his 36th year, and what an outstanding job. The dean of all Northern California coaches. I had the opportunity to play for him when I was here at Miramonte, and what a great guy and what a great coach. And the sad thing is it might be all coming to an end. Talked to him earlier, he said this might be his last year, maybe. His son's a senior now, Justin. He's got a little younger son, Chris, who's going to be coming up to Miramonte, but I'm not sure Chris will have the opportunity to play for his father. But Coach could very well be back next year, and I do believe that he'll be back for at least another year. Miramonte, 14-2 overall, 8-0 in league play. Coach was just a little bit surprised how well this team is playing. They're a well-balanced team, play good defense, no one real outstanding, but they just have that team cohesiveness going.
Oh yeah, they do play a terrific team game. Obviously with Justin Blackwood running the whole show for them. Boy, Reza, that girl's got some pipes.
Very nice. Nicely done. Exactly.
Nicely done.
And the Miramonte starting five under Tom Blackwood. The Matadors once again 14-2, 8-0, coming off a very impressive 23-6 season from a year ago. Josh Hunsucker, who also was an outstanding player on the football team, a football team which, oh, by the way, won the North Coast section this year. Charlie Robertson, Justin Blackwood, Steve Panawek, a guy to look out for. He's our leading scorer. And, of course, Kevin Weeks, a big guy down low. He's only a sophomore. A milestone of a game for Justin Blackwood. Enters this game with 999 points, and there he is, number 31.
999 points. He's going to crack the 1,000-point mark, and that is a tremendous achievement.
Also 560 assists. He is the coach's son. third in the Miramonte all-time scoring list behind Daryl Hiroshima and Billy Krause. Billy Krause leads the way with 1,325. Daryl Hiroshima, who's also one of the co-coaches on the girls team, finished his career here at Miramonte with 1,041. Our officials tonight, Tom Gilbert, Dennis Flannery, and Gary Obono. What a big game this is. We have 3 officials instead of 2. Jumping center tonight, Miramonte, Steve Panawek. As for Acalanes, Peter Lennon. And here we go. Should be a good one from the Metrodome.
The Metrodome.
Acalanes with the first possession. They're in the blue. Miramonte in the home whites. Matadors come out playing the man-to-man defense here. Down low goes Lennon. Has it stripped away momentarily. 15 on the shot clock. Blackwood getting his hand on the ball a couple times. And Miramonte's actually playing a zone from the get-go.
Wow, that's Kevin O'Sullivan. And he's got some smooth moves down there on the low post. If he gets the ball like that easily, they're going to have trouble stopping him tonight.
First basket of the ball game comes from Acalanes. Blackwood penetrating the lane, has it partially blocked. Down low, Meeks gets it, but he can't finish. The only time we saw Miramonte play, Meeks had Weeks, I should say, had a tough time down low as well.
Well, sometimes it's hard to get used to playing in the paint, even when you have the size. It's rough down there. You get hacked on a lot. Everybody's driving at you. You're taking charges. You get beat up. It's a rough game.
6'5", 230 is Weeks.
Shouldn't he be on the football team?
Justin Blackwood picks up the foul. I'm sure Floyd Bernstedt's thought about that. First personal, first team foul. Acalanes to inbound from baseline right. That is Adam Kaplan.
Here's Brazzoni.
And look out for him as a shooter, as is this guy. Carlo Milani had 28 points last time out.
Oh,
nice spin move by O'Sullivan down low. He's got 4 points early on in this ball game. 6:45 mark first quarter. And Acalanes with a nice start on the road. They lead 4-0 against first place Miramonte.
Well,
Justin Blackwood.
Like I said, he's got tremendous post moves, O'Sullivan does.
Josh Hunsucker to Weeks, who loses it. That's Milani.
And I don't think Milani has any other speed than full. The guy gets the ball straight up the floor. He's charging hard. He's a smart basketball player, but he loves to attack the hoop.
Charlie Robertson picks up the foul. That is his first second team foul for the Matadors. Again, Acalanes will inbound from the baseline. Lead by a couple of buckets, and there's a turnover. Miramonte will have it, and Matt's pushing the ball up. They have the numbers, 3-on-2. Now they'll slow things down. Open 3 for Blackwood on the way. Misses off the back iron. Rebound to Acalanes. Joe Brazzoni brings it down. Here's Brazzoni in transition. He'll slow it down. They'll set up their offense. Nice ball movement right now. Open 3. Milani got nothing but air, and he'll hear it from the crowd here. Packed house, oh, by the way.
Yeah, I barely had a seat, Rezzy. You didn't save a seat for me. What's the story there?
We made some room eventually for you. Miramonte cannot convert on the alley-oop. Missed shot by Brazzoni. A foul down low. Whistled against, I believe, O'Sullivan. Let's wait and see.
It looked like it was Milani over the back trying to pull the rebound.
Actually, it's Peter Lennon, I believe.
Is that right?
First personal, first team foul. Miramonte now to inbound. Full court pressure being shown by Acalanes. Miramonte, no problem breaking it. Panawek in transition. Goes up. He can't finish off the finger roll. Last touch by the Matadors. It'll be Don's ball out of bounds. And a lot of Don's fans here in the crowd, obviously, made the trip from nearby Lafayette.
Well, I tell you what, this game is starting off just like the girls' game did. A little bit rough, a little rusty. Acalanes jumps out to an early lead, but the Matadors girls got right back in it. I'm sure that these Miramonte boys will be jumping right back in the game here pretty soon, too.
Miramonte is yet to score nearly 3 minutes in. 4-zip Dons. Open shot by Lennon from the free throw line. His first 2. Tom Blackwood wants a timeout. 5:10 left to go first quarter. It is 6-0. Acalanes with a fine start on the road, and they have painted a pretty picture thus far.
They look pretty composed on offense. Unlike their female counterparts, these Acalanes Dons boys tend to set up in a half-court offense. The girls like to really run and gun. But they're making good good passes. They're getting good entry passes into that post position, and O'Sullivan knows what to do with it down there.
Justin Blackwood looking for his 1,000th point in his illustrious career at Miramonte, and Acalanes thus far making him earn it.
You know he's thinking about it too, Reza. It's got to be on his mind right now.
And he wants to get it off his back too.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably pressing a little bit trying to get to it. But he hasn't really forced any shots yet, so he's still staying within the game plan.
Charlie Robertson to inbound. Justin Blackwood has it. They'll break the pressure, and Blackwood throws it away. Should have broken the pressure. They did not. O'Sullivan, for a big guy, can put the ball on the floor. Now Adam Kaplan will set things up. Robert Collins' team looking pretty good from the get-go here. Inside 5 minutes, 4:50 and counting left to go. Tough shot from the free throw line. Panewick skies high for the rebound. Leaves it for Blackwood. Miramonte in transition. Now they'll slow it down and run through their offense. The flex. Acalanes comes out in the man-to-man here. Panewick, the leading scorer, nearly traveled, no call. Nice dish down low, though. And Charlie Robertson finishes nicely his first two, and the Matadors are on the board. 4:30 mark, 6-2 is our score. Nice no look down low. O'Sullivan had the shot altered. Nice defense. Chevin Weeks, the sophomore, comes up big on the defensive side of the basketball that time.
And that's what you got to do to stop O'Sullivan. Get a hand in his face. If he's got a good look at the hoop, he's going to make it 9 out of 10 times.
And that is a huge matchup tonight. The sophomore against one of the leaders of Acalanes. O'Sullivan, last time we saw him against Campolindo, was outstanding. Panewick had an open three, but now he drives, and nicely done for the 16-year-old junior. His first two. 6-4 Miramonte on a 4-0 run. Acalanes jumped out to a 6-0 lead, but the first place Matadors coming right back. Milani, boy, what a move. Now he brings the ball back through the circles. Here's Berzoni. Fouled, no call. Down low. Sullivan puts it up, and gets a basket and the foul. Panewick picks up the foul, his first, 13th foul. 6 early points for Kevin O'Sullivan. He'll go to the free throw line and try to make it one more here. The senior forward has been outstanding for Acalanes all season long. Knuckleball up and through. He's got 7 points, leads all scores. 3:35 and counting left to go in the first. Back to a 5-point lead. Their largest thus far has been 6 for the Acalanes Dons playing this road game. And what a huge road game it is for them. They trail Miramonte by a single game in the DFAL standings. Down low, Robertson jump hook.
Very nice little hook there. Boy, if Robertson gets going tonight, they could have a 3-headed scoring monster, Miramonte could.
4 points for him, a good start, and Tom Blackwood said in our pregame conversation they needed a big game out of him, especially shooting-wise, and thus far he's started off nicely, 4 points.
Well, they're doing a good job of working the ball to him and getting him some open looks.
O'Sullivan chest shot, 3-point land, can't get it to go.
Yeah, that's maybe not the smartest shot for O'Sullivan to take. He's really better on the blocks.
Blackwood will pull it out, set things up, 25 on the shot clock. Weeks looking down low. Blackwood open for the 3, penetrates, and now he's going to be called for a traveling violation, and I'm not too sure that was traveling.
Maybe that little drop step was a hop. Maybe that's all I can think of.
It looked pretty clean from here, but nevertheless, it was called by the official.
You've got a Miramonte bias, though, Reza.
I'm a journalist tonight, though. 2:25 and counting left to go. First quarter of play from the corner, a 3-pointer by Berzoni. First 3 of the ball game, and it's drilled by Joe Berzoni, 12-6. Acalanes matching their largest lead. Nice backdoor opportunity, was not open though. And a foul away from the ball. Nice pulling block by one of the Matadors. Unfortunately, football season ended about a month ago.
Justin Blackwood just absolutely laid that guy out.
I think Justin was trying to tell his dad, you should have let me play football at least for a year. I've got to let out some of that.
Or wrestle.
Exactly.
Wow.
He's got a little bit of that in him right now.
That was a takedown.
Inside 2. 12-6. Milani. Bounce pass. O'Sullivan. He knows what to do with the ball, doesn't he? Puts up a wild shot, though. Coming out of nowhere is Peter Lennon. And now Lennon calls for the traveling violation. So Miramonte gets a favor back. Yeah,
okay,
maybe
I didn't see that one either. Maybe now we're even. You can just call it clean from there.
Exactly. Matadors only 6 points here. They really have not scored a many points throughout the course of the season. They have been very solid on the defensive side of the basketball, and that has led to a lot of their victories.
They do play great full-team defense. It's going to be hard to slow the Dons down.
Slam dunk by Panawick off the great backdoor feet from the sophomore Weeks. Panawick with 4 points, and that was pretty.
Whew. He's a high flyer.
A high riser indeed. Good ball movement, Milani trying to create off the dribble. Gets a double team, has it batted out of there. Oh my, the fans do not like that call whatsoever. Neither does Panawick, but he did reject it big time.
Gosh, I gotta say, Reza, it looks like it was all ball, baby.
Yeah, might have been a little bit with the body. I'm not sure about that either.
That looked pretty clean to me.
Panawick's second foul, that's a huge foul. Tom Blackwood now has to think about taking him out. Perhaps not. Milani at the free throw line. He misses one. He was 11. Actually, it was Berzoni who was 11 from 11 from the free throw line last time. But Carlo Milani, the charity stripe, 0 for 1 thus far tonight.
They don't really look to Milani for the outside shooting so much. He's more of a slash and drive guy.
1 out of 2 on that sequence. 13-8. 1:05 left to go, and a foul will be whistled against the Acalanes Dons here.
Well, there's Coach Tom Blackwood. Very involved in the game at all times. I don't think he ever sits down, does he?
I don't think so. He's pretty active and animated on that Miramonte sideline. Lennon picks up the foul. It is his first. Second team foul for the Acalanes Dons. 18. Make that 13-8 as our score. Law pass down low. Robertson brought it down. Probably should have kept it up. Blackwood open for the 3 on the way. Gets the shooter's roll. No. Kept alive by Weeks, but O'Sullivan corrals it. Inside 1 minute, 55 and counting left to go. 5-point game. Acalanes the lead and the ball. And here's Adam Kaplan. Little dribble penetration. Kicks it out to Milani.
Nice
guarded by Panawick. Nice bounce pass down low. O'Sullivan wheeling and dealing. Misses badly, though. Over the back, no call. The sophomore reached a nice rebound. Shot clock is off. Here's a 3 by Panawick. He misses it. Miramonte may have rushed at that time. Kaplan leaves it for Berzoni. Thought about the 3. Steps inside the line. Now they'll hold it. If they're smart, they'll hold it for 1 shot. And they are. They're a La Marinda school. Of course they're smart.
Oh, wow.
Had to
Not
get
just
that
a Miramonte bias. That's a La Marinda.
It's a La Marinda bias. You know it.
Hey, Joe Berzoni is one of the smartest players anywhere.
And he's pretty good, too. At the buzzer, Joe Berzoni, his second bucket. He's got 5 at the end of 1. It's 15-8. We'll be back after this.
AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
Back at Miramonte after a 1. It's Acalanes by 7 on the road. What an outstanding start for them. Down by 1 game in the league standings. This is the kind of game Robert Collins wanted, and he's getting it.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he could ask for anything more out of his first quarter of play from his guys. They're aggressive. They're playing smart defense. They're making good passes. They've looked very crisp in the first half. Miramonte looks like they've been pressing a little bit. Maybe forcing some things. I'm sure they'll settle down, though, Reza.
Miramonte is starting to settle down. They were down 6-0, but they're getting themselves back in the game, although they trail by 7 right now. Second quarter underway. The Mats with the ball. They're down at home. Robertson now. Big Red with the ball. Hunsucker, left corner. Panawick, who had that big slam in the first quarter. And a foul before the shot.
For a big guy, Panawick can really put the ball on the floor and move it around. I'm really impressed with his ball handling skills.
And for a junior, he's only 16 years old.
He's so composed. He is so composed. It's tremendous to see that. I mean, you know you've got some serious talent on your hands. And the guy can shoot from outside. Did I mention that?
You're pretty good. So is he. 6 points for him. He leads all Miramonte scores. The Mats back within 5. Acalanes now with the ball. This is Adam Kaplan, the point guard. Watched by Justin Blackwood. Carlo Milani putting the moves on Panowek. Very nice, but in and out. Blackwood now on the run. Miramonte trying to creep their way back in here.
There it is. There it is, folks. 1,001 points for Justin Blackwood.
And what a great career he has had. The coach's son. Next plateau for him will be the assist mark. Missed shot down low. Miramonte comes away with it. Matadors back within 3. They have trailed by as many as 7. Big showdown for first place. Miramonte 8-0, Acalanes 7-1. Panowek, their star scorer with the ball, puts up a wild shot, kept alive momentarily by the sophomore Weeks. Acalanes on the run, they'll slow it down. Brazzoni in the corner, Milani open 3 on the way. No, hold shooting for him from the get-go. Did he step on the line? No, he traveled. Good call by the officials that time.
Now, you know what? I like this, the aggressive play we've seen from Lennon so far. He doesn't have anything to show for it, but he's not hesitating. He's going right at the basket when he gets the ball down low. Unfortunately for him, he's traveled a couple of times and it slows him down a little bit.
6.5 minutes left to go. Miramonte down by 3, make that. Acalanes 15, Miramonte 12. Blackwood trots across the timeline off the right-hand dribble. Tries to penetrate off the double team, puts up a wild shot, no good. Robertson in the paint, he can't buy it. Tipped up, and it's batted out by Weeks. Robertson saved it, but he was on the line. Right in our living room.
Tremendous hustle by Robertson. I thought he was coming right at us. It was like a scene from Airplane.
Without Kareem in it, right? Milani now working off the left-hand dribble. Substitution for Acalanes as Chris Gilbert's checked in. Milani nearly lost it. Brazzoni been quiet for the most part tonight. Miramonte's done a wonderful job on him, and credit Josh Hunsucker, the wide receiver. He's been all over him like a blanket. Milani open 3 up, open 3 good.
Great ball movement by the Dons there. Reza snapped it out of pressure, got it to the open guy, and he buried it.
Back to a 6-point Acalanes lead on the road. They've looked very sharp. Panowek, baseline jumper, a little too much for him that time. It's been one shot now for the most part. Acalanes has been very solid on the boards tonight. Milani penetrating. Nice finger roll.
He is starting to feel it, Reza, and if he gets hot, look out.
8-point lead, largest of the ball game for the Dons. Miramonte trying to calm things down here. Weeks holding the ball high over his head. Blackwood guarded nicely by Milani. Open 3 up. He misses badly. Shooting not on right now. The Matadors, 4:45 and counting left to go, second quarter. Acalanes with the ball in the lead on the road.
I think the Matadors' shaky shooting is largely due to the Dons' good defense. And Chris Gilbert just buries a 3. Where did that come from? Ted Brazzoni just about took his head off.
23-12, 11-point lead. Acalanes dictating the tempo. And they're in charge of this ball game. And tonight's AT&T Broadband High School Game of the Week is being brought to you by Rocco's Pizzeria Restaurante in Walnut Creek. No doubt about it, some yum pizza.
That is good pizza. And we say it every week, but it's still good every week. It's sort of redundant, but what are you going to do? If it's that good, you got to talk about it.
One of my favorite parts of the game is coming over here, the free grub. I mean, who cares about the game, really?
Come on now,
It's a
Reza.
dessert.
You can't care about this game.
Come on, you know we do, but it's a dessert.
No, you're right. The only reason I really come is for the pizza, too.
I like to be honest.
And the company.
It's nice to have you back.
Did you miss me?
Indeed. 23-12. Matadors down by 11 at home, and they got to start doing something here or else it's going to get ugly. They break the full court pressure. Hunsucker in the lane, puts up a wild shot and gets it to go. Wow. Who would have thunk he'd make that shot, huh?
I'm surprised he wasn't fouled, to be honest.
Slices his way in between 2 defenders. Milani's been solid.
Right back at it.
Taking Panowek off the dribble over and over. He's got 8 points, leads all scorers here. 25-14, back to an 11-point lead. Bounce pass down low. Robertson off a nice entry from Panawek. And Robertson with 6 points. He leads all Miramonte scorers along with Steve Panawek. Matadors pressure. Acalanes no problem breaking it. O'Sullivan down low draws a foul. We'll go to the free throw line for a couple shots.
Well, I'll tell you what, O'Sullivan's lucky he didn't get called for a foul. He kind of dropped the shoulder on Hunsucker and took him out, but
You're right.
didn't get the foul.
Charlie Robertson's second personal foul. O'Sullivan to the free throw line where he's 1 for 1 tonight. He can make that 2 for 2. Substitution for Miramonte now as Dan Hudson's in. Josh Hunsucker takes a seat. One more shot for O'Sullivan on the way. Yes. 9 points for him. Again, full court pressure. This time is token pressure, though.
Man, Panawek has incredible ball handling skills for such a big man.
Weeks down low. He missed again. He gets his own shot back and puts it up and in. His first 2. Looks good in the stat sheet, though, because he got an extra rebound to his credit. Although it may not look good for the shooting percentage.
Hurts the shooting percentage. That's right.
Long 3, yes! Chris Gilbert, his second off the Acalanes bench, and that's been a big difference right now. Tom Blackwood saying, where did this guy come from? Blackwood, his son, nearly loses it. 30-18. This is the largest lead right now for Acalanes. On the road, 2:50 left to go. Foul offensively away from the ball on Hudson, who just checked in.
He pushed off on Gilbert there to get some space.
And Tom Blackwood cannot believe himself. Cannot believe what he's seeing. He can believe himself, he just can't believe what he's seeing right now.
I don't believe him.
And there he is.
I don't believe the score. I don't believe it's going to stay that big of a gap either.
He has not had a chance to sit down. It's been that kind of a game. Acalanes came out here with a 6-point lead early on, hushed up the crowd. And they poured it on.
They've been relentless. They're taking the ball right at the Miramonte defense.
Chris Gilbert with those 2 big threes. Now the free throw line. Can he shoot free throws? Not that time. Blackwood on the run. Nice. Misses it though. Went by Milani. He got an elbow in the chin from O'Sullivan on the way back too.
That was
to add insult to injury. Hudson with the steal. Matadors went on 2. Hudson going up. Puts it up. Nicely done with the left hand.
Nice finish.
Dan Hudson. Draws Miramonte within 10, 30, 20, 2:25 left to go. This first half will take as long as about half that fourth quarter of the girls' game. Rosoni!
Oh my goodness.
Quarterback turned basketball player.
I don't know. I think he might be
Basketball
gifted on the court.
Yeah. Let's give him some credit. Yeah. Blackwood answers. 4 points for him. 1,003 now. 1,003 points in his Miramonte career. Entered the game with 9.99. Inside 2 minutes, 150 and counting. 32-22 Matadors down by 10. Acalanes has looked extremely sharp tonight. They trailed a match by 1 game in the league standings. Berzoni. 50 on the shot clock. Robertson comes up the steal. Matadors 2 on 3. Blackwood penetrating, puts up a wild shot that does not get rim. And the fans starting to jeer here. Milani.
He'll settle for
Zoni. It is a big game. Perhaps he's feeling the heat a little bit. For the Miramonte ball, a moving pick.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you can't do that in football either, Joe.
Yeah, almost like a pulling.
He's a quarterback.
Block, yeah.
He doesn't really have to pay attention to blocking too much.
Hudson sits out. Chris Trenchard in the game for Miramonte. Hunsucker also back in.
It seems like Blackwood is trying to make a 10-point shot right now. I think he's forcing it too much.
Panawek open 3 on the way. He's been off tonight. Robertson tried to keep it alive, but O'Sullivan did a nice job of blocking him out.
Yeah, it was a great block out. And he's got those long arms. That helps.
1 minute left to go. Loose ball down low. Who's got it? Sullivan does. Puts it up. Gets the basket and the foul. 11 first half points for Kevin O'Sullivan. Charlie Robertson, I believe, was the culprit. That is his third. Indeed it is. O'Sullivan to the free throw line. He's a perfect 3 for 3 tonight. He's got 11 points. He's been the difference.
Oh, he's feeling his stroke tonight too, Reza. Look at that. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
12 first half points on the road. 35-22. Largest lead for Acalanes. A little half-court pressure. Miramonte breaks it easily. Panawek, nice dish down low to the sophomore, and he got fouled before he put it up.
Oh, man, it looked like 2 hands on the ball to me, Reza.
Might have been on the wrist, too. Come on, we're at Miramonte here.
Well,
need some home cooking from the referees.
Adam Kaplan was thinking the same thing I was. He had 2 hands on the ball. Got called for a foul.
Hunsucker.
Doing a little dance out there by himself? What the heck was that?
Nice little pirouette.
I know.
Panawek pushing maybe a little bit. Blackwood now in the corner. Puts up a nice shot and gets it to go. 6 points for Justin Blackwood. Inside 30 seconds, Acalanes will hold it for the final shot as the shot clock is turned off. Over and back violation? No, it was a timeout. That almost looked like an over and back violation.
What?
Well, he went over and they came back, and that's a no-no. But fortunately for Miramonte, it was after the timeout. 50 with seconds left of this timeout. And there's a look at the standings. Miramonte 8-0. Acalanes and Northgate 7-1. Northgate's lone loss is to Miramonte. Acalanes' lone loss in overtime to Northgate. This is the first meeting between Miramonte and Acalanes. Later on, Miramonte will go to Lafayette, which should be a good game there too.
Yeah, I plan to be at that one.
So do I.
But the big surprise on those standings was College Park. Where did they come from?
Exactly.
5-3. They're hanging around. These 3 teams at the top got to be careful because those Falcons might sneak up on them if they start knocking each other around.
Yeah, College Park's made it tough for such teams as Campalindo. Campalindo just 4-4. Los Alamos also 4-4, trying to creep their way back in the standings. 11 seconds left to go. Milani with the ball. Now it's Berzoni holding the ball high over his head. O'Sullivan put his shoulder down. That should be offensive, and it is.
Anytime you drop that shoulder, Reza, you're going to get called for the offensive foul, and that's exactly what O'Sullivan did there.
And he's done it a couple times and got away with it. Not that time, though.
That was pretty blatant.
4 seconds, 3 seconds. Blackwood on the run. Pull up on the way. Yes, he gets it to go. As the buzzer sounds, and Justin Blackwood pulls Miramonte within 9. Moments ago, that lead was 13. The Mats on a 4-0 run to end things here in the second quarter. And at the end of 2, it is 35-26. That was a huge sequence that time.
Well, yeah. I mean, Blackwood is going to keep shooting. He's the kind of guy, he's such a good shooter that he's going to shoot his way out of any slump he might be in. And I think that's good for the Matadors, to be honest, because eventually he's going to start sticking.
35-26 our score at the half. We're going to pause and come back with our halftime activities and stats and much, much more after this.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
Back at Miramonte High School at the half. Acalanes with a nice job dictating tempo in this game. They lead 35-26. Reza Sadeghi, Bill Kolb. And Bill, what an outstanding start and finish the half for Robert Collins' team. This is the kind of game they had to have, and they're responding thus far.
No, they absolutely need to steal one here at Miramonte, and that's exactly what it's going to be if they come out with a win, because teams in this league tend to defend their home courts aggressively, and you know Miramonte's going to come out with a different look in the second half and try to really take it at them.
27 of the 35 points for Acalanes in the first half have come from the big 3. Kevin O'Sullivan, the big guy down low, 12 points. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Carlo Milani with 8 and Joe Brazzoni with 7. They account for nearly all the scoring. As for Miramonte, pretty balanced scoring for them too. Charlie Robertson with 6 points, kind of a surprise for him. Justin Blackwood, a little cold from the get-go, but he started to feel it toward the end of the first half, 8 points. And Steve Panawick with 6 points. Much of those 6 points, in fact, all of them were early on. He all of a sudden has a cold hand. Miramonte needs him to respond if they want to come back and win this game.
Yeah, they need to get back to their two-man game, and that's Blackwood and Panawick. Those guys can play a little high-low and get them right back in this game in a hurry. Acalanes, you've got to be impressed by the scoring across the board for them. And Joe Brazzoni, look out for that guy. He's going to hang around. He's going to quietly get his points. And if he's in the game at the end, he's going to kill you on free throws. He will make all of his free throws down the stretch, and you don't want to foul him at the end.
Acalanes at 10 and 6 leads Miramonte at 14 and 2, 35-26. We're going to enjoy some of these halftime activities. Come back, enjoy a little bit more, and then have the third quarter and fourth quarter action for you. And what proves to be a dandy for Miramonte and Orinda. It's Acalanes of Lafayette, Miramonte of Orinda, EFAL action.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
High School. Halftime festivities coming to a close here. Matadors down by 9 at home. I'm sure Tom Blackwood had some nice things and some not so nice things to say to his team at halftime.
It seemed like their half-court offense wasn't really working in the first half there, Reza. The buckets that they were getting were sort of opportunistic. They were getting some offensive rebounds and some breakdowns in the Acalanes defense, but it seemed to me like they couldn't get a good ball rotation going there in the first half. They weren't getting the entry passes that they need to get. So I'm sure they're going to do something to remedy that here in the second
right there. Robert Collins, the head coach at Acalanes, now in his 10th year. He has to be very pleased with the way his team came out. And anytime you have a 9-point lead against the first-place team on the road, you have to be mighty pleased.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's got too many complaints at the half. Actually, I can't really think of anything. They've been making good passes, taking open shots, playing excellent defense. They played a really, really complete first half.
But he's still got a half to go.
That's right.
And while we have a chance, we'd like to congratulate the Acalanes Lady Dons. They had a big win here on the road earlier tonight, 53-49 in spectacular fashion. They improved now to 15-2 overall, 8-1 in league play. Miramonte with that tough loss, they are now 12-5 and 7-2, and that was quite a game to watch, although that fourth quarter did take nearly 1 hour.
The fourth quarter was, it was brutal, Reza.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun to watch, but the last couple of minutes were almost painful.
Wow.
A lot of fouling, a lot of timeouts.
A lot of timeouts.
A lot of timeouts.
I was surprised they had so many timeouts.
Yeah. Did they get extra timeouts? Did they borrow timeouts?
I think the coaches
from last week?
Coaches are pretty good, where they just keep them. Or maybe you do keep them from last week.
Yeah, can you get them to roll over? I don't know if that really works.
But in any event, it was a great game, 53-49. Acalanes pulls it off on the road. And the boys here are trying to make it a clean sweep against the Miramonte varsity teams. They still have 1 half to go, and the Matadors and Dons both out of the locker room taking their warm-up shots before the third quarter of play gets underway. If you're Miramonte, how do you get back in this ballgame here?
Well, I think they have to stick with what's worked for them throughout the season, and that's Blackwood and Panawek, and those two guys are really the scoring attack for them. Charlie Robertson has been a pleasant surprise in the first half, and I think that he's got a hot hand. You keep working it to him, but they really got to get some better shooting. They've got to get some better shots, I think, is the problem, that they haven't really had any open shots so far. They're going to have to move the ball around more, get some open looks, and start burying those shots.
Again, leading scorers in the first half, Kevin O'Sullivan led all scorers with 12 points. Carlo Milani, 8 points for Acalanes also, and Joe Brazzoni chipped in with 7. Chris Gilbert had 2 big threes, 6 points for him off the bench, and that was a huge difference in that half as well. As for Miramonte, Justin Blackwood, 8 points for him. Charlie Robertson was 6, and Steve Panawek also was 6, but I think Miramonte needs a little bit more out of Panawek if they want to come away victorious.
Oh, and I think he's going to give it to him too. He'll be getting some points here in the second half. Look for him to really erupt here to start off the second half. I think they're going to be feeding the ball to Panawek, I think.
After a brief hiatus, I should say, a 3-week hiatus, we will be coming back with Pittsburgh and De La Salle, which should be a good one.
That's probably going to decide the BVAL. Both of those teams tremendously athletic, very well coached.
And they don't like each other very well.
No, not really.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Acalanes with the ball. A near steal by Blackwood. He did get it. Lobs it. Panawek goes up with the left and he missed the gimme. Last touch by Hunsucker. And boy, oh boy, if this game comes down to a 2 or 4 point game difference, Miramonte is going to look at that play and say that's the one that killed us. That should have been an easy 2.
How did that ball just hang up on the rim like that, Reza? I think it's physically impossible.
These rims are not too friendly.
They got stickum on them.
A foul before the shot, and boy, what a big basket that would have been for Miramonte.
I think this place would have erupted.
Kevin Weeks, first personal foul, first team foul here in the half. Nice pass in low. Turnaround jumper off the side of the backboard, though.
Too deep.
Matadors get a break. Blackwood goes by Milani. Very nice.
Oh, man. How many steps does he get?
2 or 3.
3 or 4.
He's a coach's son, and he's at home. Come on.
Great cut right up the gut, though. Nice move.
Matadors within 7. It was at 13 that lead was moments ago. Matadors on a 6-0 run now. Kaplan to Brazzoni, looking down low. Here's O'Sullivan. No left hand, so he'll turn around with his right. Kept alive by Blackwood. Panawek comes away with it. Hands it off to Blackwood on the run, using left-hand dribble. Nice look down low to Weeks. He missed it, and how many layups are the Matadors going to miss tonight? He runs it down, and Hunsucker will set it up.
I'm sure Coach Tom Blackwood is talking to himself right now. 2 easy layups just missed.
25 on the shot clock. Miramonte is going to run the O. Blackwood Dealing here, Panawek penetrating, puts it up. He was fouled, no call though. Blackwood gets it, stepped out of bounds. Acalanes ball, and Panawek not too happy. He knew he was fouled.
There was some banging going on down low.
They're letting him play. The officials have been pretty good though. They've been pretty consistent. I'll give them that. So it goes both ways. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're absolutely right, Reza. There hasn't been any sort of partisanship. And you've been doing a remarkably nice job of being nonpartisan as well, despite your Miramonte bias.
I'm trying to hold my own here.
I know.
It's not the North Coast section yet.
Yet, he says.
Yet.
Oh, Milani with a nice tip in.
Milani with 10 points. He is now in double figures. Baseline jumper. By Miramonte, they respond. It's now 37-30. Three-pointer missed. Weeks runs it down. Here comes Blackwood on the run. Miramonte trying to dictate tempo here in the third quarter. Blackwood puts up a shot. He was fouled a couple times. The second time, the officials called it. Milani the culprit.
Well, as long as they got it eventually, right?
First team foul, second personal. To the free throw line will go Justin Blackwood, the coach's son. He'll have two shots upcoming here, and for Blackwood, this will be his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He has 10 points, leads all Miramonte scores, and there's father and son going over the Miramonte
having a little chit
strategy. Kind of looks like his father, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, he
family
should.
resemblance.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, dude, Tom Blackwood looks like he'd probably still run the break, to be honest.
Blackwood, a very good player in his days, although he was a lefty. And younger son Chris also not a lefty, so we were talking about that in the pregame. Well, coach, come on, what's going on? Got to get the southpaw going.
That's right. That confuses the heck out of me. I mean, as a fan
and as a player,
it's always disorienting.
Yeah. As a player too, a lot of players find it hard to guard a guy who's left-handed because you forget.
And then all of a sudden, he's blowing by you on the wrong side.
Kaplan.
Wow.
Very nice. His first two. Back to a 7-point lead. 5.5 minutes left to go. A blocking foul down low. The basket is up and good. Boy, the continuation, I'm not sure they were going to allow that, but they did.
Yeah.
This is the NBA after all.
Wow.
And you got to love it.
Boy, it looked like Milani had position on that. I don't know what to say.
The basket is good, and the foul. You can say that. Black with the free throw line. He'll try to make it a three-point play here. He is 2 for 2 thus far. Free throw on the way. Free throw good. 15 points for him. All of a sudden, 7 quick points for Justin Blackwood. He's pulled Miramonte within 4. The Matadors have shaved off 9 points off that 13-point lead. And if you're Robert Collins right now, you're pretty concerned and look at him. He's talking to the officials saying, what the heck is going on? And the officials saying, Coach, the ball game is being played on the court right now.
They're playing basketball.
That's right.
That's what they do. Sometimes it gets a little rough.
Yeah, you can take your frustrations out on me, but it's your players and me.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot anybody could do about that when Blackwood was going to go to the hole, and he went strong.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm sure he was, sorry to interrupt you, I'm sure he was talking about the continuation, because even I put my head down and started working on the stat sheet here and said, whoa, what? They're going to
get
count
the
that?
bucket? What are you kidding
Little
me?
home cooking by the officials.
Well, you know, like you said, we're in the Metrodome.
The Metrodome indeed, and things are going Miramonte's way. An easy missed shot down low by the Dons, the Matadors. Down low, Weeks can't finish. There's Huntsucker. Second try, yes. He's got 2 baskets, 4 points for him. 39-37, the Matadors within 2. Milani gets a double team, puts it up, draws a foul. He gets it to go. Back and forth we go, and as expected, first place team against the second place team. This is what you get.
And they both brought their A game tonight, Reza. This is great basketball right here.
Panawek picks up his 3rd, though.
That's huge. That is huge.
Big time.
And he was playing a little bit tentatively in the first half anyway. It's just going to get worse the closer he gets to getting fouled out here.
Milani makes it a 3-point play. 13 points for him. Back to a 5-point lead just like that. 4:40 left to go, third quarter. This has been a dandy indeed. 3-point shot on the way. Panawek can't get the roll. O'Sullivan, the rebound. It's been 1 shot now for the most part.
And for a big guy, Panawek can't shoot the 3-ball, but no good that time.
And what a matchup, too. Panawek against Milani.
It's an interesting choice of defense, but...
giving up a lot of size.
Yeah.
The Dons.
But Panawick, I don't know if he can keep up with Carlo Milani.
Well, in the first half, Milani was taking him off the dribble. Traveling violation. Acalanes still not too solid here.
Certainly not as impressive as they looked in the first half, but they're still getting the job done. They're still scoring points.
11-5 run by Miramonte here in the third quarter, and that has got them back in the game within 5. They're trying to cut within that. Robertson thought about the three, but gave it up. Here's open three. Panawick, can he get it? No.
Boy,
Weeks, good hustle.
Stone cold tonight right now is Panawick.
And he's not Steve Austin either. Panawick,
no, he's number 35, not 316.
Misses it, but Weeks keeps it alive. The Matadors get it back. That was huge.
Yeah, it's a good job under the offensive glass there for the Matadors.
Blackwood's had the hot hand. 3-point shot on the way. Ooh. Yes! Wow. 18 points for him. His first 3-ball from the right side that time. Matt's within 2, 42-40. But here's Brazzoni breaking down the Miramonte D. Goes up, gets the foul, and the basket.
He is a cold-blooded killer, that guy.
He is cool.
Man, he is so smooth. He doesn't get excited. He just knows what he has to do. And takes the ball to the front of the rim, gets fouled.
Took Hunsucker off the dribble. Hunsucker draws a foul. Brazzoni 11 from 11 last game out. First free throw tonight, you bet it's good. 10 points for him. Blackwood, when you're hot, you're hot. He draws a foul. Kaplan, the culprit. Second personal for Kaplan. 3:32 left to go in the third. 45-40. The Mats down by 5 at home. But at one time, this lead was 13. Robertson, the backcourt of Blackwood. Oh, plays a little curly and Mo with it. Gets it back. Why slightly?
Yeah, white guy.
Now he sets it up. Nice lob pass by Blackwood.
Nowhere to
Trap
go.
down low. Gives it off to Hunsucker. Now you know why he's a wide receiver.
And there's a nice rebound by Joe Brazzoni. O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan loves to spin down there. He almost traveled. No call. Nice turnaround. He's been quiet. His first 2 points in the second half. He now has 14 points. Leads all Acalanes scores. Back to a 7-point lead inside 3 minutes left to go. And they're double-teaming Blackwood now. They leave him alone for a moment. There's a nice finger roll lay-in off the rebound by Charlie Robertson. That was huge for Miramonte.
That was a perfectly timed leap by Robertson. Oh, look at Milani underneath with the reverse lay-in.
Against the big boys, I might add.
Wow.
He is impressive. And a foul again, and right now they're having a difficult time, them being the Acalanes Dons guarding Justin Blackwood. He's taking this game over on the Miramonte offensive side. Kaplan picks up his third. And it'll be a non-shooting situation. Matt's got the ball, and Blackwood across the timeline. Looks at his father. What should I do, Dad? That's what you do. Give it up. Panawick open for the three. He still can't buy a shot, but Blackwood gets it off the ricochet. Runner, a little too hard. Miramonte doing a wonderful job on the boards right now. Open three, Blackwood. Yes! 21 points for him. He's got 2 straight threes. Miramonte back within 4.
He is single-handedly keeping them in this game right now because nobody else can buy a basket for Miramonte.
Brazzoni, Kaplan, Milani. He's hot and cool. I mean, he's hot with the hand, but he's a cool player, cool customer. Going up, drawing the foul.
That's a smart move by O'Sullivan. You take it right at Panawick. He's in foul trouble already.
Oh, ooh, break for Miramonte.
Yeah.
Weeks gets a call. Had that been Panawick, would have been his 4th. O'Sullivan, the free throw line, where he's a perfect 4 for 4 in the charity stripe. He's got 14 points. Got a couple of shots upcoming here. The senior, who had an older brother, played at Acalanes, and I jinxed him that time. Said 4 for 4, and he missed it.
You put your Miramonte mojo on him.
Now, you know, I wore this green shirt for a reason tonight.
Yeah, we match.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I did not wear it by design, but as I got here, you know, it was one of those things, one of those mysterious Miramonte things that, you know, you can only come to this gym wearing green. Didn't realize it until I came. Blackwood, spot up 3. Couldn't get it to go that time. And oh, by the way, O'Sullivan missed both shots. from the free throw line. Milani, oh my goodness, against 4 defenders.
And gets his own rebound.
And he is like giving up 6 inches in between the trees. I don't know how he does it, but he looks like he could be playing college, like small-time college basketball right now, maybe a Division II or maybe some of the smaller Division I schools, maybe St. Mary's or Santa Clara. He is that good.
Yeah, he's got a killer instinct. He goes right at the hole, and he's not afraid of anybody.
He almost looks like he's been playing basketball for 20 years. Really.
Oh. Is that his Achilles heel right there?
He was 3 for 3 until that time, but he is so cool and calm. He knows what he's doing. It almost looks like Acalanes has a player coach in Milani.
Oh, and Brazzoni. I mean, most of the guys that they've got on the floor are pretty collected.
So Brazzoni still looks like he could be in junior high. And Milani looks like he could be in college. But they're both outstanding basketball players.
Totally different games from those two guys, but they complement each other nicely.
5-point lead. Blackwood against a triple team. Puts up a wild shot. Offensive foul. Apparently O'Sullivan got there in time, and he'll let Blackwood know about it, too. That's his third, so that's a huge sequence. 5-point lead, 50-45, 1:21 left to go. Third quarter of play. Brazzoni trots the ball up. Actually walks it up right now off the left-hand dribble. Guarded by Hunsucker. Thought about the 3. Milani. Nice defense by the Matadors. Chris Trenchard, who just checked in.
Yeah, nice footwork there.
Against Hunsucker. Breaks him down. Goes up for the basket. Misses it, but draws a foul. That's Hunsucker's second.
Well, it's a good thing he was fouled because he sure in the heck didn't have a good shot at the hoop there. Brazzoni was a little out of control going in. Was just hoping for a foul.
And Brazzoni to the free throw line, where he's got 2 shots upcoming here, has made his last 12 free throws in a row. 11 for 11 in that 90-89 win over Dublin on Tuesday night. He had 20 points and 11 from 11 from the free throw line. Very impressive.
I think the final score is the most amazing thing about that game. That Dublin was even that close is impressive to me. Dublin has not been an especially good basketball team thus far this year, and they came up huge against tough competition in these dogs.
You know, that's the difference between Miramonte. They've been putting away the teams they should, and he misses it. And now, you know what? Look at this. In the scorecard, I'd given him the free throw. So 11 points for him. Miramonte's been blowing people out, but Acalanes and Northgate, the second-place teams, they have been barely getting by foes they should beat easily.
Yeah, they've almost been playing down to the level of competition, which is not what you want from your team.
Chris Gilbert, first personal foul. Although tonight they've been solid, they've had the lead from the get-go, get off to a 6-0 lead. Got it up to 13 at one point. A terrible pass by Hunsucker.
That was ill-advised.
40 seconds of counting left to go. Gilbert with 2 big threes early on in the first half off the bench, and that was huge for them. Right now, that's a difference. 6-point lead. O'Sullivan, shot, no good. Off the back iron, Robertson, nice rebound for the Mets. Miramonte with the ball, they trail, shot clock is off, and Blackwood will pull it out and hold it for the last shot here.
Careful.
Yeah, he almost went back.
Yeah.
Trenchard. Robertson, 13 seconds left. Blackwood gets it with 10 seconds. Gilbert all over him. There's Blackwood, breaks him down, pulls up, puts it up, gets it to go. 23 for Justin Blackwood. 51-47 after 3. We're going to step away and come back with the fourth quarter. It should be a good one after this from Orinda.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
Back at Miramonte, 51-47. The Mats were down at one time by 13. They're scratching and clawing their way back in this game. 15-point third quarter outburst by Justin Blackwood, the coach's son. He leads all scores with 23. And as we expected, this one's going down the wire.
Yeah, well, you knew Blackwood was going to get right back in this game, and he did it in a big way in the third quarter there. 15 points in a game is usually, more than most guys get. He got it in one quarter.
15, the Miramonte 21 points in that third quarter, compliments of the coach's son. And of course, earlier tonight, he surpassed a 1,000-point plateau in his illustrious career here. Ended with 999. It took until the second quarter until he's got his first basket. So really, he has scored 23 points in 2 quarters of play. Weeks, looking, not much there. Good patience by Miramonte. Blackwood now as he brings the ball back in circles. Look at that. Just breaking him down.
Oh, that's a great crossover.
And when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, really. Why would anybody else even take a shot right now? Blackwood is on fire. En fuego, as they say.
Need you say. 25. 25 points. Maloney! From downtown Lafayette, fading away.
How did that go?
He hit that one from, let's say, Taco Bell. That was very nice. Back to a 4-point lead, and how big was that? Yeah, where is this chalupa?
Hey, if they break 100 points, this isn't the Warrior game. My fault, I'm sorry.
Miramonte with the ball, down by 4 at home. 7 minutes left to go. Boy, this game goes by fast. This game might take as long as the girls' fourth quarter. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah, man, you're not letting that one go, are you?
No, not on a Friday night.
Well, you got a date?
Perhaps. Not exactly.
And the
Our
producer
director
says
doubt it, and he is right.
That is harsh.
Hey, I have to go and try to create, all right, like these basketball players. And Miramonte throws it away and comes right to us. And Justin not too happy about that.
Hello, Justin Blackwood.
53-49, timeout on the floor. We still have plenty of basketball left, though. 6:37 left to go. Justin Blackwood, 25 points, leads all scorers. Have you seen a player this season in the kind of zone that Justin is in right now?
I have not. I haven't seen anybody in high school in that kind of zone, to be honest, in the games that I've seen. Everything he throws up seems to go.
And there are the Acalanes Dons fans who have made it over from nearby Lafayette. Always a great rivalry between Acalanes, Acalanes Lafayette, Camp Lindo of Moronga, and Miramonte of Arenda, certainly. Anytime you get those 3 schools together, there's a lot of pride. And you definitely want to do well because you're going to have a lot of fans, a lot of family in the stands.
I like to think of it as the 3-headed La Marinda monster.
Yes. And tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is being brought to you by
Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria. That is some good stuff, folks. You get a chance, head down there to Walnut Creek, get yourself a pizza pie.
I'm sorry I ate all the pizza and didn't leave you any tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Reza.
That's what you get for leaving me.
That's what I get for having to cover the girls' game. You're out there by the van eating all my pizza.
Well, that's what you get for covering a girls' game.
Hey,
just joking. It was a great game, I might add, and we'll give credit to the Acalanes girls, 53-49, folks. I'm just joking. That was a dandy of a game.
Take a swing at you for saying
Hey,
that.
the girls will take a swing at me for that.
That's right. They might knock you out, too.
Maloney! Oh, my!
In and
Some
out.
Matador luck. It went in and out. That should be 3 for Acalanes. Back to a 4-point lead. It should have been 7. The Mats will certainly take it. Hunsucker with his good hands, those wide receiver hands. Looking to create off the dribble. Blackwood now with the ball. We approach the 6-minute mark. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Miramonte nearly lost it. Ooh, they get it back now. They have numbers, 5 on 3. Panuek thought about the 3, puts it up though, creates his own shot, and that's a huge one for him. He has been cold as ice, but gets it to go that time. Double figures for him, 10 points. Only his second basket in the second half.
Well, if he gets going, look out. The way Blackwood's been hitting tonight.
Blackwood, great defense as Brizzoni tried to break him down, but nothing doing. That guy, though, Maloney, how does he do it?
I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, and that doesn't happen very often, Reza.
I hate it when little guys go around big guys. It happens to me my whole life.
Unbelievable.
But he is so fun to watch.
I don't know how he didn't go out of bounds. I don't know how he got that ball to go. That was just amazing. Oh,
lob pass.
Pretty
Robertson from the coach's son, Blackwood. Robertson now in double figures. Back to a 2-point lead, 55-53, 5-10 and counting left to go. Brizzoni working off the left-hand dribble. Outside left it goes. 3-point shot on the way by Gilbert. He hit 2 of those off the bench in the first half. Not that time. The game on the line. Panuek open. Baseline. Puts it up. Little too hard. Might have been better going in for the basket. Brizzoni gives it up. Gilbert in the corner. Nearly threw it away, but that's the guy you want with the ball right now. Milani bounce pass down low. O'Sullivan has been very quiet.
Well, Milani's been so hot, he hasn't really gotten that many touches.
There he goes with the ball. Nearly lost it. Nice job by Gilbert. Yeah. Saved a turnover. 12 in the shot clock. Up by 2 on the road. At one time, Acalanes had a 13-point lead. Berzoni looking to create. Berzoni, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, puts it up. A runner in the lane, floats it up there. Last touch by Miramonte, though. It will be Acalanes' ball with a new shot clock, I might add.
Acalanes got lucky there. I don't know what happened to the match defense in the middle. They just parted like the Red Sea, and Berzoni went straight for the hole. It rimmed out, but they got a new shot clock.
Really quickly, going back to the girls' game, 53-49, Acalanes pulls it off in impressive fashion on the road. They are now 15-2 and 8-1. Congratulations to them. Miramonte fought hard, but did not come through tonight at least. They are now 12-5 and 7-2. And little soda on the floor right now, and I told you to put a lid on that thing.
Hey, sorry. I need one of those Tupperware cups with a straw. Yeah, one of those little tippy cups.
55-53, that's the story here. 4:19 left to go. Loose ball down low, who's got it? They're sliding all over the place. Hunsucker might have it. He does, and Miramonte can tie it up, or a three-pointer will give him the lead here. Blackwood with the ball, and that's a guy you want with the ball. He's got the hot hand. 25 points for him. We have a wet spot on the floor, apparently. An official's timeout. Or maybe the shot clock. The shot clock is not moved at all.
We're experiencing technical difficulties, folks.
That's right. That's exactly it. The shot clock has not. Now it's at 24 where it should be. 4:02 on the game clock. In the backcourt it goes to Justin Blackwood. Blackwood now walks the ball up across the timeline. Flips it over left side. Charlie Robertson. Blackwood, open three, thought about it, but now he breaks him down. Draws a foul, puts it up. He'll go to the free throw line. And Chris Gilbert, face down, cannot believe it. He's a little shaken up right now, too.
It was a great job by the officials. I just wanted to mention that recognition, the fact that the shot clock wasn't working, because it was getting hot and heavy there. And they did a good job of paying attention to make sure that everything was still on the up and up, fair and square.
Justin Blackwood, free throw line. First one up and through. He is now 3 for 3. Got one more coming here. Substitution, Adam Kaplan back in. Chris Gilbert checks out, and he's given his team some good minutes off the bench. 6 points, 2 3-pointers in the first half. Played some solid defense in the last couple occasions. In fact, he saved a turnover, too. So credit Chris Gilbert with a nice game off the Acalanes bench. And Blackwood shot to tie it. Yes!
Got it.
27 points for him.
He's clutch.
55-55. Miramonte's fought back from a 13-point deficit. A foul, and Hunsucker can't believe it. Neither does Tom Blackwood. Oof. Exactly, Tom.
Right. Well, that was very demonstrative.
And he's not a Sharks fan, I might add, but he was trying to tell you that it was all hand. It was all ball, I should say. 3:40 left to go. Acalanes to the free throw line, and Carlo Milani will be the beneficiary of a couple of free throws here thus far tonight. 4 out of 5, and he misses the 1-and-1. Huge sequence that time. 3:30, counting left to go. 25 on the shot clock for Miramonte. If you're Miramonte, you want to get the ball in Panowic's hand right now, I think. Everyone's concentrating on Blackwood.
There he is.
Panawick gets a double team. Nice kick out. Hunsucker puts up a wild shot, and I don't know where that came from.
Out of control. Yeah.
Against a triple team, I might add.
That wasn't the
He
shot
had
that
2
they
players
needed.
open on the floor. He's missed a couple of pretty ugly shots tonight.
To be honest, Rez, I thought Panawick actually had a shot there that he didn't take, because I think it's in his head that he's not making them right now.
Well, also, he was double teamed, and he got it to the open man. Can't really fault him for that. Going up, the shot is Berzoni. Big rebound by O'Sullivan. Reverse finger roll gets it to go. 16 points for him, only a second basket. Here comes Blackwood on the run. A little bit out of control. Weeks puts it up and draws a foul, and Berzoni absolutely hacked him.
Well, that was a good foul by Berzoni, to be honest. That was going to be an uncontested basket, and at least make him earn it from the line.
Especially the big sophomore, 6'5", 230, who could possibly be a big tight end someday in football. Anytime you're a big basketball player, you call him the big tight end. Look at that. Puts up the free throw. Very nice.
And you know, Coach Floyd Burnside is probably drooling over this guy. If he could get him on the football field, he'd be a happy man. He's got good hands.
Charlie Robertson played tight end this year. Did a nice job for a team that won the North Coast section.
Yeah, everybody did a nice job for that team, to be honest. They got a good team effort.
Here's for the tie. No! 1 out of 2. Just danced off the rim. 57-56. Acalanes has done a nice job tonight. Just hanging in there with the lead. They need this win desperately as they trail Miramonte by 1 game in the DFAL. Uh-oh. Milani, open 3.
Money.
Need I say more?
Wow.
21 points for him. He leads all Acalanes scores. 60-56, 2:20 left to go. Matt's down by 4, and the fans here are now on their feet. Blackwood trying to create up the dribble. Look at that. Nice pass down low. In Weeks, the sophomore finishes in nice fashion. The Matador fans are going nuts right about now. 2 minutes left to go. 60-58. Panawek nearly causes a turnover that time. Brizzoni with the ball. Blackwood guards him. Blackwood has played every second of tonight's ball game. Carlo Milani, the man who's hot for Acalanes. Look at him. Look at him. Puts it up. Misses that time. Oh, the back violation by Peter Lennon. He's been very quiet tonight. His 3rd personal. He only had 2 points to his credit, too.
And a couple of fouls, some traveling violations. He's had a rough night.
And Charlie Robertson, who's had for him a nice offensive game. And Tom Blackwood told me earlier, we have to have a big game from him. We're going to come away victorious tonight, and he's responded. Down by 2, Robertson at the free throw line. Let's see what he does here. First shot up, first shot good. 11 points for him. 1:40 left to go, 60-59 our score. As advertised, this has been one whale of a basketball game.
And it's moved a lot better than the end of the girls' game so far, too.
We've said that once or twice, haven't we? 2 for 2.
To tie it at 60 with under 2 minutes to play. Reza, this is a dream come true.
And again, Miramonte fought back from a 13-point deficit at home. The Matadors undefeated right now. What a move by Milani, almost traveled, but no, a foul instead. Miramonte 8-0 entered this game in league play. Acalanes 7-1. Now you see why it's so big for Acalanes. 60-60 our score, 1:26 left to go. Milani at the free throw line.
And the Miramonte fans not happy with the foul call, but that was a pretty big league hack there by Josh Hunsucker. To be honest, it was probably a good foul to keep Milani from the easy finish.
5 for 7 from the free throw line tonight for Carlo Milani.
Boy, he's like a caged tiger. You see him pacing there around the line?
He's in the zone right now. Puts up a shot, and he gets the shooter's roll. Oh, my. As I said earlier, when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah. It's karma. I mean, he must be living right. I don't know how that went. That was
Second shot, also good.
Shot.
26 points for him. Justin Blackwood has 27, and Blackwood threw the ball away. And that's a key turnover.
Oh, man.
They came with full court pressure, and they rattled Miramonte.
And Blackwood's not one to get rattled either. That was a rough pass.
And Tom Black was rattled right about now. He's not too happy about that. 62-60 with the lead and the ball, the Acalanes Dons, and that's who you want with the ball. Puts up a shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. A couple more shots coming up for Carlo Milani, and he has been the difference. And Tom Blackwood right now is looking at his bench and saying, how could we not be ready for that? They come with a full court pressure, and our star player, my son, turns it over.
Well, they haven't run a lot of full court pressure tonight. They've put it in opportunistic moments, and that was a perfect time.
And Tom Blackwood right now going over things with Justin, saying, what are you doing? How many times have we gone over that sequence? And Justin nodding his head saying, yeah. Chris Trenchard, the game. Josh Hunsucker sits down.
Hunsucker's not a lot of production on the offensive end, but
very
he's
active defensively.
Tremendous defense and pulled some big boards, too.
Robert Collins
Scowling.
as he does well.
Oh, he's got a good scowl.
Wow, how many of those are you going to make? Come on. I know he's good.
Oh,
But
man.
is he that good? Apparently so. 27 points for him.
That is a forgiving rim down there on the Acalanes end.
Second shot also through. 9 for 11 from the free throw line for him. 28 points, leads all scorers. Inside 1 minute, 64-60. 3-point shot. Robertson! Now they say he's on the line. It's only a 2. 14 for Robertson. Miramonte desperately needs a hold here. 45 on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock. Milani with the ball. Miramonte playing that man-to-man defense. The fans are on their feet. 64-62, 2-point lead. Milani breaking down. Trenchers. Brazzoni nearly walked with it. Now it's Milani again. He is so good. Look at this guy operate. Oh, my goodness. He is sick. 30 points for him. 4-point lead. Blackwood with the ball. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left in the game. Blackwood nearly lost it. Gives it up. Trenchard, you got to shoot that ball, son.
Somebody needs to shoot it.
Robertson in the lane puts it up. He can't finish, and this one is probably over. 6 seconds left. In fact, it is, although we're going to have a foul. So it's never over till it's over. Someone said that once, right?
I believe the quote is, it ain't over till it's over. Come on now.
Bye.
Let's get some slang going here.
Yogi Berra? But yeah, come on, Yogi Berra said it.
That's a Berra-ism. I don't know if Yogi Berra actually said it.
Well, who did that?
You know, 50% of this game is half mental.
Well, half of it is also lucky shots going up. Come on.
Oh, man.
But you got to be good to be lucky, too. And,
well, Milani's been creating
very
all
good.
night. Yeah.
30 points for Colin Milani. No doubt about it, our player of the game. And the fans...
Easily the player of the game.
Well, AT&T Broadband Game of the Week being brought to you by Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria. Some of the best pizza you are ever going to taste, I assure you of that. Some of the best basketball you're ever going to watch tonight, I assure you of that.
Oh, did you hear that chant from the Dons fans?
What's that?
That's an overrated chant right there. Did you hear that?
Overrated.
Harsh.
No.
That is harsh. This has been a slugfest. I don't know if you can... Acalanes has been pushed to their limit, and if they get away with a win here, they're going to be happy guys, but Miramonte's no slouch by any means.
Four-point game here. Robertson at the free throw line, 66-62. Charlie Rowe, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4.8 seconds left to go. Robertson's free throw on the way. No good. Rebound to O'Sullivan. Miramonte gets it back. Weeks down low. We have 0.4 of a second left. It's a 2-point game. Weeks with 7 seconds. 0.4 of a second left to go. And Robert Collins just can't believe it right now. He's beside himself. This game should be over, he feels. And had we not had a 1-hour fourth quarter in the game earlier tonight, we would all be asleep right about now.
I don't know if you could sleep during this one, Reza.
No, my point was this game would have been over half an hour ago.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just because it would have started a half an hour earlier.
Exactly. But we are here, and we're not going to complain because we've been treated to one whale of a basketball game. 66-64. A whale and a shark. And a few more.
And some little dolphins.
Yeah.
And
some of that goldfish. Maybe
some albacore tuna. And a marlin.
A little catfish.
Speaking of the Marlins, you hear about that guy that got hit by a T-shirt in the stands, and he's suing the team?
Shocker.
Can you believe that? There's a disclaimer on the back.
Unfortunately, I can believe it.
Yeah, sadly.
Here we go. 0.4 of a second left.
Back to the game.
All they have to do is touch the ball, and this game is over. O'Sullivan will inbound. Miramonte with full court pressure, 66-64. And when do we stop and play here now, officials? Let them play.
They know that you've got somewhere to be.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Sure you do. You're lying.
Sure I don't.
Telling stories.
Yeah, I'm dog sitting, all right?
You're dog sitting? Dogs don't care when they eat, as long as they do eat.
Okay, let's go, Mr. Official. Thank you. And this game is over. 66-64, and they storm the court here at Miramonte. The Acalanes fans all over mid-court congratulating their players, and a job well done. We're going to step away and come back and wrap things up. This is the AT&T Broadband East Bay High School Game of the Week.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.
Back at Miramonte High School in Orinda, we were treated to a dandy as advertised, 66-64. Final score, Acalanes now 8-1 in league play. They are tied with Miramonte at 8-1. And what a game for Carlo Milani. Finished with 30 points tonight. He led all scorers. Justin Blackwood had one heck of a game himself. He had 27 points for the Miramonte Matadors. Matadors now fall at 14-3, 8-1 in league play. Acalanes with a big road win. They improved to 11-6, also 8-1. And if Northgate also wins tonight, we're going to have a three-way tie atop the DFAL standings. Well, it was a sensational game, folks. Glad you could join us. Please join us again. Our next game will be the 20th of February, Pittsburgh at De La Salle. I'd like to thank everyone involved in tonight's broadcast, arguably our best of the year. Thank you very much for joining us again. Have a good night. Take care.
Tonight's AT&T Broadband Game of the Week is made possible by a generous donation from Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria in Walnut Creek. Located in the Encina Grande Shopping Center, Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria has classic Italian pastas, gourmet pizzas, and a family atmosphere. Locally owned and operated by Rocco Bialy and family, Rocco's is a great place to go after the game. Rocco's Ristorante Pizzeria, voted the best pizza in Contra Costa by the readers of the Contra Costa Times.